Hey, young world, it's your boy Ill Since Birth, and I'm actually co-host at the War and Peace podcast. We're doing our interview thing right now, and we have this. We have the pleasure of meeting this rising star,
Ace Quips. I go by the name of Ace Quips.
Man, appreciate you coming through, dog. I appreciate you taking the time to sit down and chop it up and just get to know you a little bit. So what got you into rapping, bro?
I got into rap. Probably one time I got mad when I was like, I think I was like 15.
Yeah.
And
what got you mad? Like,
I think it was like something to do with like one of my exes.
Okay.
And like,
Okay.
I went home and then my mom was like, she normally at that point in time would buy me anything I wanted. And I just said I wanted a mic. And I used to vibe with my homeboy Clark in high school.
Yeah.
And he was already mature in rap and making
You want to come over here, bro? I just don't know.
Yeah, he was already mature in rap and already making rap and already making rhymes. So, like, I would always watch him, and then I heard that Cassidy beat. I'm a hustler.
Man,
I'm a hustler.
That was the name of that album, right? That Hustler.
Yeah,
The Hustler Part 1 and Part 2. Yes, bro, I have it.
So once that song came out, then like I got mad at some shit with my girlfriend. I don't remember. I think like we had broke up or something.
Yeah.
And I went home, and just wrote my first rap, I tried my first verse. You know?
Okay.
And that's really what got me. That's when I started.
Now let me ask you, because my first verse because I'm an artist myself, so my first verse when I rap, bro, was like, it was some off the wall. You know what I mean? Like it was embarrassing. I don't even like requoting it. It was that bad. But I got some homies out there that remember it. So was yours good? You know what I mean? Did it rhyme? Did it have a scheme? Did you have even an approach? Or did you just like put some words together that rhymed?
No, because it actually had a structure to it.
Okay.
My homeboy Clark, he had already been writing punchlines and stuff.
All right, because Cassidy, he was the punchline king, bro. When he came out freestyling.
Everybody in New York at the time.
Philly, New York.
Yeah.
And when he ate, who did he eat in that battle? Freeway. You know what I'm saying? Remember when they got on the battle and Cassidy?
Put it on the beat.
Put it on the beat. Oh, bro. Duh.
Hey, put on the beat, man.
Yeah,
put on the beat.
That was epic. That was epic times in the game. And that was a good time, I think, you chose to become a rapper because it was a challenge. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, it was who was the nicest with their flows as
bars, yeah.
And it's still very competitive now.
It is. It's just a different pace.
Yeah.
And so as far as the pace, like you hear styles from different places and whatnot, and everybody has their own style. Where are you from that makes, your style in that particular city, or would you say it's that? Would you say your style is of Texas? Where are you from first?
I'm originally from San Antonio.
Okay, so would you say your style is a San Antonio style?
I wouldn't know because I don't think it has its own sound at this point. It's just eclectic. I think what happens with a region is like someone will be in the forefront. Just the first, the pioneer of the city or a bunch of people at one time.
Yeah.
It's not like it could just be one person, and then they just kind of bring almost like I think it just gels. I think the artists make it gel together, and it creates its own style. So right now, I think it's pretty eclectic.
Now, when you say like gel, right? You think some cities can like lock themselves out as far as the game just because of the politics you see in a prison?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of politics within the game, and I've ran into what I've experienced within my own city. But now you can build an audience, by yourself, wherever you can build the audience and then join someone else.
Yeah.
As long as people aren't out with their hands out and they're willing to work for everything, and both artists are given reciprocity.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? That's what my trainer always say. Something is like, I'm giving you something, you give me something back. And it's not almost like you scratch my back, I scratch your back. I don't really like that term.
Nah.
It's just, we gotta know that, you know what I'm saying, if I pull you up, then you gotta pull me up.
I call it meeting eye to eye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I call that. That's like real man. I shake your hand, you shake mine, meeting eye to eye.
Yeah.
And we have an understanding. Now, are we gonna understand everything? Nah.
Nah.
But we can meet in the middle. You know what I mean? We can agree to disagree and walk away respectfully, I think.
Oh, definitely.
I like the fact that you bring that up because I think this young generation, they don't really have the respect because they forget those roots, you know, where we came from, those Cassidys and those pioneers in the game.
Also, you have to understand where they're coming from too. It's not only just in the rap game. I think that
you think that's extended out to like even rock and country.
Not even music genre in general. Just kids now. All they got to do is pick up a phone and get all the information they ever wanted, so they feel like
they know everything.
Or they know more than us because they're able to maneuver.
To access this,
yeah.
So, I feel you there.
Whereas when we were coming up, we was watching the artists do things that, you know, we thought weren't even possible.
Oh, indeed.
Whereas these kids think it's all, like, it's easy. Like, you know, like,
oh yeah, I can make a rap song. Yeah, yeah.
And, you know, and it's just a respect for, you know, for it. But, I mean, there's always going to be someone who's going to stand out amongst.
Indeed. I'm glad you mentioned that, bro, because it's really like, you know, this is going a little left of what I kind of wanted to talk about, but it's a good topic to dig in, I think, because as far as when you say that, a lot of people hate on each other. And really, we should sit back and know when that person is shining and show them that respect.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like, it's like an Olympic team. It's like, you got to let that one man take off with the torch. We ain't all going to get there, but it's going to take all of us to get there.
Yeah.
But one's got to represent at the end and hold it down or break the way or break the ice.
Well, the thing is if you know someone has a skill
to
do something, like my own boy, PC the Kid, he has a skill, he can write. If you know he can write, you know he can make records, why not allow him to shine that way?
Exactly. Don't hold him back because it ain't going to sound like, say, yours or my record. You know, he's going to have his own thing that is going to be appealing to the game.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we should open our eyes as far as that respect.
And another thing my homeboy was telling me, Jacob, he was saying, like, he was talking about the Iverson, the 76ers versus the Lakers. Like he kept going against them and he never won.
It's crazy, bro.
But the thing is I was like, well, I felt like he was doing the work by himself. He said, no, he had some players like McKinney,
or the
I always mess the name up, but McKinney Mutombo.
Mutombo,
yeah. But he said he was there. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot all about that. And then he was saying what they did was they just surrounded him with a bunch of defensive players and allowed him to shine.
He did ball up Jordan too. You know what I mean? Not many got to do that. You know, he did break Jordan's ankle. So, you know, much respect for I, man, because even though he didn't get a championship, kids was rocking them sneakers and wore that jersey like he was a champion all day long.
Oh yeah.
I had my I3s with the zip ups. I think were they the I3s?
Oh, yeah. No, they have them. They had some in LA.
Yeah.
That's a rare shoe. Just like the Shaqs, like when they came back.
That's dope. You might have to copy a pair of those.
Yeah, and they had a little bump on them.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen cats bring it back to Air Force Ones too. You know what I mean? Like they was set for a minute, but I like the Air Force Ones.
I'm never strayed from Air Force One. It's just that shoe.
That go-to shoe. So, what do you think of the San Antonio music scene?
Like I said, I think it's real eclectic right now. It's real eclectic, but like you said, I think a little bit more
push and support, camaraderie. I like that.
But you see, like Vision, he brought the Glory Show.
Yeah,
it was great. You know what I'm saying? So he's got another one February 7th.
Yeah, shout out to Vision for doing our interview too, and he's really trying to bring the city together. So y'all need to just get on, stop hating on this man, and let him do his work because I think between Vision, Quips, Kyle Lee, and all these cats that are holding it down for the city, I think they're trying to open the door for San Antonio. People need to wake up. You know, we got some other up-and-coming artists, you know, that I'm not missing, but I'm just now getting familiar with. So, all right. If you could make a song with any artist in any genre, who would it be?
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny is he music in the reggaeton space.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to reach out to the reggaeton because, you know, they have a different sound and they're now starting to put that with the hip hop again.
Yeah, and I think
People forget Noriega. You know what I mean? Like, they forget that happened.
Yeah, because he was the first.
Indeed. And he's got a podcast and he's doing a lot of things for the game that people miss, but Noriega was a major part of the game, a game changer.
Yeah, him and Fat Joe was on the ground.
Oh, yeah. State property. Yeah, Fat Joe, too. Yeah, Puerto Rican's just getting it right now, so. Yeah, that'd be dope, man. I would like to hear that if you ever get to make that opportunity.
Yeah, that's a big goal.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I like my boy, he's ready. Get him on. So what motivates you to keep going?
Just where I see myself in 5 years. You always got that plan for the
You think you believe in that 5-year plan?
I believe, yeah, you in that 5-year plan, you see yourself in the future. And you just
So 5 years ago, are you at your 5-year spot where you
no,
want to
because
be?
I made missteps, but sometimes I guess, you know, you make mistakes.
Absolutely, all day long,
And
bro.
you
No
learn
one
from
doesn't
those
have
mistakes.
mistakes.
So no, definitely I'm not where I need to be, I don't believe.
Yeah,
But there's no quitting.
I like that you say that because I don't believe quit should be in anyone's vocabulary. You know what I mean? I think we should always persevere. There's a scripture verse, it's John 1:12, and it says, blessed are those who keep going when times are hard. And you mean blessed we are when we go through those perseverances. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we're missing that. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that you say that, bro. It's a good topic. As far as to keep going.
Always.
So all right. Let's go a little left field now. What original song you think you can redo better?
I don't think I could redo.
Real talk, like there's a lot of songs out there.
Like even me as a rapper, I never really like getting on other people's beats because I feel like I'm gonna copy their style. Somebody gotta bring me a beat. I didn't even know somebody rap to it, then I gotta get on it. But if you wanna say make better, if I had all the time in the world to sit around and try to make something better, I would wanna try to fuck around with all about the Benjamin.
Wow, really? You'd like to redo it? That's a dope song too, bro. I mean, which one? The remix? Like, cause the remix beat had the guitars. You remember it had Lil Kim on there. It had they turned it up, dog. Like,
oh, they did. They made a couple of different versions, but I like the
original where Biggie when they turned the beat up on the end.
Even Diddy's just intro line, like even if you wrote it or if you didn't write it, you could just feel whatever he was saying.
Yeah, bro. That was a dope song too. It still hits. I bet if you put that song on, you would have every nigga in the room rocking, right? Like, so no doubt, bro. All right, that was definitely like history and memories for me.
Oh yeah.
So there's a lot of good local talent in San Antonio. What do you think San Antonio can do to become, say, like the next Houston, Atlanta, New York, Philadelphia, California? You know what I mean? Like, what do you think San Antonio can do to the game to become that, to where people see like San Antonio?
I may not be the person to say. I don't know.
Why not? You're an artist, bro. I think we all have say in the game, especially for direction as far as the city. What can you put these young cats on that's gonna help us get to that level? You know what I mean? Like, if you had to school someone or school some young kid in the game on, you know, what it's gonna take. Not everyone's gonna be right. We all got different opinions, but we gotta come together on the means on how we gonna make this happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just no one's ever asked me that question. You kind of stumped me there.
Bro, that's war and peace, dog. That's what we do here. We decipher, we bring in the war, we bring in the peace, bro. So, if you need to think about that, we could definitely come back to that.
No, definitely no. I'm gonna come up off the topic a little bit.
For sure.
No, what I'm saying is what we should do is just, I guess someone's gonna have to sit everyone down, right? Someone would.
Yeah.
There would have to be someone.
Yeah.
To say, hey, this is what we're gonna do. Let's all sit down. I got this to bring to the table. What do y'all have to bring to the table? Let's make some soup. Let's make some lasagna. You got the cheese?
I like that, man. I really like how you
I
broke
got
that
the
down.
pasta, you know what I'm saying? You got the bowl? Yeah, I got the bowl.
I like, man.
But the bowl is gonna keep the continent, so somebody has to be the bowl, and somebody got to have the money to be the bowl.
Yeah. No, that's
You know what I'm
real
saying?
talk, bro. I mean, and that.
And I think and the thing is like I see everybody is still trying to get their piece of whatever that may be. Like
boy got the
I'm
cups
still
with
trying to
chipped in, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
I'm still trying to get my cheese.
Yeah,
I'm still
yeah.
trying to get my bread. Like,
Yeah.
And then once I make this, then I'll bring it to the table.
Nah,
That's
I feel
where I'm at
I
with it.
feel
But as far as anybody else, I mean, that's where I feel like a city would have to be. Like that's how you'd have to do it. Someone always has to start it. Like 50, like whenever he beefed with the entire fucking New York, and I mean, it arguably it's probably broke it up, like because then he gave Atlanta, you know, because they always work
Atlanta
together,
was on, yeah,
and
yeah.
they still work together.
I'm glad you say that because remember, like Lil Jon, the Young Bloods, like all those artists, T.I., Jeezy, they all have been in a group or.
But either way, they're still flourishing, and
together.
then each one is like they put everybody on almost.
California, Death Row, they was reaching out to Snoop. They had Dr. Dre, you know what I mean? Like there was just always connections and love there. So I'm glad you mentioned that. I think we need to bring what we find is our jewel inside of us to the table
definitely.
and let it shine. Let us all shine together. But it's definitely going to take maybe saying out one particular artist, but maybe all those artists coming together and saying, hey, look, this is what we got. This is San Antonio. This is what San Antonio has.
Definitely.
What are you going to give us now? You know what I'm saying? We could bring and turn up down here because the same thing is happening. You know, the same stories of violence and people's struggles that they go through as far as poverty. I mean, we even got the wall like happening right now in our state. So I think there's a lot here as far as what Texas already had offered to the game, what San Antonio has to offer. We're a championship city, you know what I mean? We got the Spurs, like, yeah. So I think there's a lot of potential out here. But I'm glad you say that. Bring your piece of lasagna, your cheese, your noodles, you know what I mean? Whatever, bro. That was a dope metaphor how you broke that down. I appreciate that. You have any upcoming projects, events, shows, you know, things that you want to tell the people about?
February 17th, we're throwing a birthday bash for my homeboy Albert.
Okay.
He's a manager over at Sugars.
All right.
And
check that out.
I'll be like doing his little intro, so I'll be performing that night on the 17th. He's calling it his presidential bash. He's saying making clubbing great again. He calls it the wall party.
All right. So it's going down. It's going down.
Behind the wall.
I like that.
Yeah, so that's what he's calling it.
That's cool, man. I see like you have some really good music concepts. I listened to your album. It was Live, Life, Love, or Lost in Love and Life. Yeah, so I listened to that whole album, man, and the songs that really grabbed me from there was the prologue. I thought the prologue was a pretty cool introduction. That was your introduction song to that?
Yeah, that was like me opening up the book.
Okay.
Because I always wanted to make my album like it was a story.
Kind of like how R. Kelly did that In the Closet type. Not really as far as that, but telling that story.
It almost had a through line, but it didn't have the same beat. And I'm like,
no, not at all. Not his whole scheme or his swag.
Yeah, but it was.
It had the Ace Quips swag on there.
Yeah.
You got your own style, right? So it had the Ace Quips swag on there.
But I was just trying to open it up like a book to describe my relationship at that time. Because I was deep, I was with this girl like in high school, and then we was in a relationship a little bit after high school, and it was like our first love, and it just like shattered. But I didn't even mean for it to just all be about that. It's just all of the topics just wrapped itself around that topic. At first, it was supposed to be like Lost in the Music.
Yeah.
That was what it was supposed to be called, and then kept making these girl songs.
And that's what came about.
Yeah.
That's dope. You know, and I like that because a lot of us men are scared to reach out to the ladies in that kind of aspect. Everybody want to do that trap, or they want to do that club banger. But I think, you know, like
I didn't even mean for it to do that. It's just
that's real though. That's you coming from the heart. That's real. And I think we need more people coming from the heart in their music and not coming from their thoughts or the minds of what they see. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think we got to come from here and tell your story because everyone got one and people are willing to listen. They may not like it here, but someone across the globe might like and appreciate that.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I see like your music even adapts to the female crowd. And you mentioned ladies, so did you experience like heartaches through your music career? Did you go through you say it was one major heartache that it was? Or?
I mean, there's several things going on.
Yeah, a lot of things going on.
Yeah, so much to describe.
Would that be the lifestyle song that you made? Were you talking about the lifestyle?
Well, yeah, at a certain point, whenever you're going through whatever you're going through, sometimes you gotta take your mind somewhere else.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just want, at that point in time, I just wanted to fucking, I came home mad from work and shit. I want a whole different lifestyle.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you.
So that's where that came from. But yeah, as far as another major thing that happened in my life, my mom got sick.
Oh man, is she doing all right now, man?
Yeah, she's doing a lot better.
Oh, praise the Lord! I'm glad to hear that.
But this happened like in '09, so I've been like working.
Was that the loss? Was that the lost part of that album? Is that when your mom got sick? Was that a part of the project, or did you include that in that project?
Yeah, so some of that's in there. Some of that's in there because I put my mom and her asking for her money skid and. Yeah, I put a lot of that shit in there.
That's dope. I did listen to some of the skits. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't listen to every one, but I more was trying to listen to all the music of that.
Well, back then, skits was kind of
a good thing, yeah.
But now people just want to blast
the song. No, I've done skits on projects before, and I've tried to really think them out and do them like how Dr. Dre and Eminem used to do their skits.
Oh yeah,
the whole album, and you know what I mean. I thought that was always dope to do to an album.
Yeah, and then once you start making music and you start getting up there, you just do whatever you want.
But I think, man, do you, bro? Don't like. Just be. You gotta change with the flow of the game. Indeed, that's the only way to get that respect.
They want that.
Especially as an artist,
even me, because I don't even listen to skits like whenever I run through albums.
Yeah, not really.
Sometimes.
Not unless the nigga's like, hey, listen to the skits on the album, and you might not even do that. You know what I'm saying?
And what I think is like, don't have so many. Just have them like on the tail end of a song or something.
Yeah.
Or like the intro to the song or something. Like PC. What he like to do is like before the song starts, we say some stupid shit or something, and then it just, you know what I'm saying?
Go in, yeah.
It goes into the song or something.
That's dope.
So it's not just like
being original.
Yeah.
I like that. So I'm gonna go a little left field here again, and this is a question from the host. See, y'all laughing before I even say it. So it's War and Peace all day, baby. But this is from my main host, and like he's wild, bro. So he's like, if Gandhi and Farrakhan were in a room with a metal bat,
oh my God,
who would walk out of that room?
How am I so? I don't even want to think about that.
So you don't have,
but no, if you.
Oh, so you thinking about it though?
But if it was, I think it would be Farrakhan, of course, right?
Oh yeah, probably all day. I'm not gonna agree to
disagree.
Because
I mean, if you think physically, Gandhi was a little skinny dude.
Yeah. But he was mentally powerful. You know what I mean? He probably could have talked her out of that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I didn't think that. Well, you didn't say how. You just put it in there like.
Hey, yeah, you never know because words can impact, right? You can impact people.
Oh, you said that.
Hey, but it's how you perceive things. You know what I mean? It's how I think the world is, or people perceive things. You could take something like that. You could perceive it 10 different ways. Yeah. And it just depends on what we make of it. It depends on how the person looks at it or hears it out. Maybe they might sit down and talk, and they might both walk out of there as individuals. You never know. It's how you answer the question, so it gets you thinking. So I'm gonna go left field again. Being that the retirement Social Security wages keep increasing, like it makes it so hard for us to reach that. What rapper would you like to see retire in the game right now? Like, dog, turn your keys and you're done. You're fired. Hit him with the Trump, like you're fired. Like, right now. That's just ruining the game.
I can't say everybody, I mean, I can't even be that ruthless. I mean, I don't, if I had to say anybody,
War and Peace 2-1-0. Yes, sir.
Ja Rule.
Oh, man. Oh, New York. Bruh.
But no, that nigga's nice though.
He is nice. He was nice. You know what? Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Nigga was not trash.
My wife still listens to some old Ja Rule. And
I'm throwing New York.
Yeah, New York went hard too. You know what though? But that's funny you say that. Some people are old. Some people are like, bruh, it's just time to let the young.
The only reason why I say this is because that Fire Festival.
Yeah.
Like they killing them. But people still showing up to his shows.
Hey, he's still getting love. Yeah, that's for sure. So I'm glad you're real, bro. I'm glad you gotta be real. You gotta be real, man. All right. So, we come into a raps. Is there any advice you can offer, like, these young rappers? Or, just any artist coming up, man, as far as, like, just put them on the game.
Say again?
Like, I'm coming to you as a young man, I'm like, bro, what do I gotta do? What's it gonna take?
Well, first I would say I don't know because I haven't got it. And then second I would say just keep everybody that's teaching you things close to you, and learn as much as you can learn, and use that internet.
Yeah, use that knowledge, right?
It's a tool that has always been there, but it hasn't been there like it is today.
Yeah, I like that.
So I mean, people run businesses straight up with
right.
Android device. So I mean, you just
people straight politicking and doing all kinds of stuff off the Android device. There's a lot out there, but it takes people like you, me, and other artists in the game to put them on game. And put them on game the right way. Don't lead them or mislead them in the wrong direction.
definitely.
So I appreciate it, bro. I really appreciate it, Ace Quips, man. Again, let them know where they can find your music and find.
I'm on SoundCloud at Ace Quips. Everything is ACEQUIPS. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. Pretty much on everything.
Word. Yeah, check this man out. He's definitely his approach to music is a lot different than what you hear and what you used to hear. You hear he talking about love. He's talking about his, his personal, and he's keeping it truthful. We need a lot more truths in the game. So I'm your co-host, Ill Since Birth. Thank you for tuning in with us. It's a War and Peace 210. I'll let your boy.